Inky do, a very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one. This is what it's all about. Welcome, 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 I say. Saturday night, 9 o'clock sharp, nothing gets past me. Always lovely to have you with us, and tell Ted that we are live. Wonderful stuff. Welcome, 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 I say to you. Always good to have you with us. We're live on the 3 platforms. Hopefully we're live on the YouTube, we're live on TikTok, and we're live at Glasgow Essentials on Facebook Live. You can't actually beat that, I would say. How amazing is that? And I'm just going to get a tiny adjustment to the camera. There you are, so that you can see that. That's amazing. Long John Silver says, hi, Scottie. Hi, Long John. Lovely of you to come and join us big style. Did you do, Scottie, listening from Kirriemuir? There's somebody calling us on the phone. Let's see who it is. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hiya, Scottie. It's Glenn. How you doing?
Glenn, love. How are you? Glenn from Yorkshire and the Midlands.
I'm good. Yourself, Scottie? How's things?
Great, Glenn. Very, very busy Yorkshire day today.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Scottie, anyway.
Did you get that, the old video?
I did, yeah.
You're a great guy, Glenn. How do you do it?
Like yourself, Scottie, just reflects on it.
Well, it's just absolutely brilliant, and it's very much appreciated.
From day one, from when I first realised how good you were, Scottie, on radio back in the 90s, and when you were working in Sheffield, it was just...
You are very, very kind to me because, do you know, the truth is, Glenn, it was a privilege to work in Sheffield. You know, it was just right.
It was just instant learning, Scottie, from day one.
Sheffield has just got it. And I can remember the senior management coming into the station and going, we can't believe this. They've all just got it. I said, what a Scotsman.
What you see is what you get, isn't it?
What you see is what you get, Glenn, and we've never lost contact. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Somebody said, you've never got above yourself, son.
There's no, Scottie, there's no point really, to be fair, is there?
Well, no, there is no point in it because the people, you see, the mistake that the leaders very often make in society, they think the people are daft. Let me just get rid of this Stephen guy, Scottie nae clue. He's on the absolute wrong place. What we'll do is we'll mute him.
Do you think a lot of times, Scottie, it's just pretense with a lot of people? Then they just like to think we're not any different to anybody else. We just want to stand out kind of thing, or...
Yeah, I think they do, but they get it wrong because, as I say, the people suss it very, very quickly. Susan says, hi, Scottie, I'm watching from hospital. So there you are. And Dinky Do, Scottie, listening from Kirriemuir. Now, Glenn, no, I was just going to say to you, Kirriemuir, just for your benefit, is where J.M. Barrie was from that wrote Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, yeah.
Amazing. You'll probably know all this.
Have you ever watched Avatar, Scottie?
Avatar?
Yeah.
Not really, no. An avatar to me is now this social media thing.
Like it's like, you know, James Cameron who wrote who directed Titanic.
Titanic, yeah. And he's done the movie.
Absolutely, it's like an alien life form kind of thing.
Amazing.
Fantastic. You know, CGI and all that.
CGI, yes.
All that kind of. It's good in moderation instead of altering classic films, though, Scottie, I think, because you can't beat the originals.
Well, I don't think you can, and when you see people trying to, you know, change like a brilliant telly program, new cast, put it back up, you think it won't work because it's like if somebody said, what I think we'll do, because Scottie McClue was so successful across the country, we'll get somebody else to do the same show.
Have you been copycatted in past then, Scottie, in terms of that?
A couple of people have attempted it, but they've fallen flat in the face. And when somebody said, why can't they do it? What is so special about this McClure? Because he's just a chap, Melton. And they said, because they don't know what's coming next. And he said, well, how did Scottie know what was coming next? And they go, he didn't.
You would say that as a compliment then?
Well, here's a guy, wow, just scrolling and come across Dinky Doo, takes me back. You're some man, Scottie. Now, that's pretty good, isn't it?
It says it all, really, doesn't it?
And that's just popped up right now.
Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, again, going back to when you first started,
Yeah.
not a stone unturned, weren't it? It was just...
Oh, not a stone unturned, love, get stuck in there. Do you remember the nights, Glenn, when we used to get the calls from Barnsley? And I'm sure it was just funsters, and I used to, don't you come on here with your flat cap and your whippet trying to tell me what to do.
I bet they were just in stitches in background, to be honest, Scottie, to be fair.
They were. I mean, the dafties, the silly people said, we shouldn't be upsetting the audience. And he said, upsetting the audience? Look at the figures.
Did you, in terms of Wizard and Lovable Lass on Switchboard,
Yep.
Did they know to cut off at the right time?
No, I did all of that. You see, what you don't realise, Glenn, they answer, they man the phones. Red Rose Radio says, Huffy, Dinky Doo, it's Long John Terry checking in after some time. Hope you're well, old friend. Isn't that lovely? And Red Rose Radio were Lancashire. And I popped down to see some friends in Lancashire, and we put it up, the pictures of Pendle.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Glenn, I'm not wanting to chase you, but the calls are going bananas.
Scottie, what do you reckon to leadership at the moment then before I let you go?
Oh, well, I don't like to comment because it's very early days, but as we said a couple of weeks ago, I think it'll be more of the same, different chat.
Even if a new party comes in 2 or 3 years or whatever, when next election comes.
Oh, I can see a big difference when the next election comes, because there's lots of stuff starting to come out now. And I'm talking coming back years. Look at this, bring back Cider Roddy.
Brilliant.
And here's, what about Geo? No way, Scottie, I was on your phone in a long time ago asking for help. I'm 50 years old, I'm good now. And then an idiot, what's the idiot's name? Wait a minute. Tattoo King. This guy should have been cancelled years ago. Halfway. Shall we dump him, Glenn? I think we will.
I reckon so, Scottie.
Yeah, he's a serious ban, isn't he? Lifetime ban for him. There he goes. Ta-ra, Tattoo King.
It's just jealousy, to be honest, and that's all it is.
Well, I mean, why would you want... You see, do you know what's interesting, Glenn? If he feels like that, why is he even watching?
Exactly.
Do you know, if you and I are strolling and something pops up and we think, not sure I want this, actually, we scroll on, don't we?
Move on to the next one, then.
Yeah, you don't put a comment, don't like this.
Like I said, just maybe get them to come on and see what they're all about.
See what they're up to. And we're back. You'll be able to get it on the app. Sheffield, South Yorkshire Essentials. Download the app, tap go. And we're on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Howie's on in the morning. All sorts. Daryl Denham. All the real top presenters.
His brother played for my club, Scottie, years ago.
Oh, fantastic.
Big Kev.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, Pressman, Mr. Pressman, yeah.
Lovely to hear that.
People.
That is beautiful. It's just right, And somebody was asking me last week, they said, what's the big attraction? How's, Sheffield, South Yorkshire Essentials getting all the big name DJs? I said, because they're lovely to work with, and these guys are looking for people they want to work with. These guys could get a job anywhere.
Have you ever done the tour around Emmerdale, Scottie, before?
No, but I'd love to do it. I'm a big Emmerdale fan, right? And I don't go telling everyone that, but big Emmerdale fan, and always have been, And I just love the way. And these actors are absolutely outstanding, every one of them.
You loved it when back in the 80s and the
Oh, listen, I can go right back to Betty and right back to Amos and right back to when old Mr. Sugden died.
Yeah.
And left it to Jack and his brother.
And now it's the new ones. It's the new generation of Emmerdale characters now, Scottie, isn't it?
Outstanding actors, I'll tell you.
It's a massive. Like I said, a lot of heritage in Yorkshire, though, Scottie. Last of Summer Wine, Emmerdale.
Ah. Well, Last of Summer Wine, was that not all round Holmfirth?
Holmfirth, Huddersfield, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Someday, I tell you, see, when I was travelling over from Sheffield to Manchester, I used to stop right up the top and look over the whole lot, look over Emily Moor, the whole lot. Pictures of the car with the dog looking out the window, and I'm sitting up there, and I thought, it is so beautiful.
I don't think it's appreciated from, well, obviously, you're an adopted Yorkshireman, Scottie, aren't you? So.
Well, that's Yorkshire, Scottie. Don't give us all this Scottish nonsense.
Yeah. It's not appreciated, but we try to pass the book on to some. We try to let other people know about the heritage of how good Yorkshire is, don't we? Even further afield.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can remember years ago, I was visiting friends in Perthshire in Scotland, and we were watching All Creatures Great and Small, first one, right? Yeah. James Herriot. And this chap said, he said, I'd love to live there. And I said, but you live in such a beautiful place. He went, yeah, but if I didn't, I'd love to live there. So Yorkshire's a great favourite with everyone. But it makes me laugh. They actually genuinely believe I put on a Scottish accent.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Scottie, you don't fool us.
You just play them up, Scottie, then you just...
I love it. I absolutely love it. And to be accepted to that extent.
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, that's what's so humbling, Glenn, to be accepted. You know, absolutely. Somebody might say, no, I don't like the way Scottie goes on at some folk, and then, oh, that's only he goes on at the idiots. He said, no, but that's one thing. It's another thing to say, I don't like that Scottish guy.
But you fed off well, didn't you?
Ah, loved it.
You the back and forth, the ups and downs.
Ups and downs, the whole lot. Yorkshire, you, me, Yorkshire, we all talked every night for 3 hours.
Tony the Scouser.
Tony the Scouser, beautiful guy, lovely poetry. Yeah. Do you know that the night, I think I told you, the night I left, Tony came in to see me?
Yeah.
I mean, how humbling is that?
Great people, Scottie, weren't they?
Long John says, you're looking extremely handsome in the frames behind you, Scottie, handsome young chap. The wonderful Sean, good evening, Scottie, from your good home, Greenock. Isn't that lovely?
Scottie, I'll let somebody else have the pleasure anyway.
Glenn, I've had the pleasure. It's all mine. Lovely to hear you, and a big dinky-do.
Stay true to yourself like you always do anyway.
Stay fabulous, lad. Dinky-do.
Take care, Scottie. Dinky-do, lad.
Ta-ra, love you. That's our Glenn. What a wonderful man. David, hi, Scottie, watching from Lochgelly in the Kingdom of Fife. We love it, Davy. Thank you so much for that. I'll try and love your comment. I think I've actually done it. There we are. Welcome to Glasgow Essentials, guys. If you've just joined us, you're very welcome. Wonderful. Scottie McClue live with the talk show. You can phone us in 0141 628 9795. Top Swahili has joined us. Good evening, all. Who else have we got? Good to see you are streaming. Thank you, FD Document. What a top man, FD Document. A blast from the past. What year was the black and white portrait taken of you, Scottie? 1992. He did it intentionally in black and white because it was for Red Rose Gold. So we wanted to just get that period look, that sort of sepia, I think you call it. And that's 1992, and then they presented it to me. And the other one was taken just before that. So there you are. As well, 1992, I tell you. To the telephones, guys, you've got the number. Come and join us. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that you're watching Scottie McClue and that we are, of course, live on The Big One. If you're on from Glasgow Essentials on Facebook, share it, share it, share it. And tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Just share it and go, Scottie McClue is live. Are you watching? Sup, says Ben. Oh, Ben, sup. Guys, we have a general sup. So whatever you're drinking right now, charge your glass and cheers. Oh, that's bliss. I tell you. Sean was on the PS Waverley to Tinnabrook today, Scottie. What a lovely trip. Lovely to see the engines of Rankin and Blackmore. Lovely Jim's engines. I saw the chap that's the technical manager. He's just retiring from the Waverley, and he was saying how they've had to reverse engineer parts because obviously you can't get them now, you know. But Rankin and Blackmore paddle steamer engines, and I'll probably have said this to you before, Sean, or you'll know it anyway, but the Rankins left money for they endowed a hospital, and it was a maternity hospital, and a lot of Greenock people were born in the Rankin. There we are, of Rankin and Blackmore. Beautiful engines. Imagine making paddle steamer engines. And I remember thinking to myself, why do we not have Rankin and Blackmore anymore? And I thought, well, nobody's making paddle steamer engines. We don't have paddle steamers anymore. You know, absolutely incredible, beautiful stuff. But there's a few dotted around the country. There's the Kingswear Castle, and I think they're still doing up the Maid of the Loch. She was Rankin and Blackmore as well, 1953. Absolutely amazing. We love it. Now, who else have we got on here? Let's see who we've got. You are quality, says Josh. Scottie, how are we feeling about Spurs this year? Tottenham Hotspur. Remember one Century 105 caller had her violent partner banging on her front door mid-call. Scary. So there we are. Boris will come back. The Tories will win. Scottie, what do you think about Morocco? Oh, for goodness sake. Is there still anybody living in Morocco? I called one night, was having a bad time, was homeless, and a listener reached out and gave me a place. Wee John, is that not amazing? You've such a knowledge, you should write a biography, Scottie. An autobiography. Do you know, people do say that, Scottie, please put it all down in a book. And I think, well, would people be interested? Would they read it? My problem actually has always been a little sort of crisis of confidence. Usually, why don't you go live and fill the hydro? You know, all that sort of stuff. I'd buy it for one and I'd tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. They are, well, we're welcome to ask questions on here, you know. I tell you. Who else have we got on the fabulous Glasgow Essentials? Thank you for coming and joining us. We are live. Isn't it amazing? Now, who else have we got here? To stay in Falkirk, that was 30-odd years ago. Scottie, how's Spain doing? Opinions on... Well, no, I'll keep my opinions. Scottie, do you want Scotland to be independent? Yes, I do, but not a political thing. Economically independent. And I want the drilling to start up in the North Sea. I want cheap energy bills for the Scots. I want us to be clear of the ball and chain of Westminster and start doing our own business. A casual chat about Scottie McClue radio and leadership. Share your thoughts. Absolutely. The patter merchant himself. Carl, you're very kind. There we go. Can you speak English? I can, sort of. It's really just a different form of Scots. English is just a sort of lower form of Scots. I remember phoning him, says Andrew. Phone again, Andrew. I've been watching the Commonwealth Games. Yes, I've seen a bit of the old Commonwealth Games. Well done, Glasgow, for hosting the Commonwealth Games. Incredible. For the second time in a few years. Big McClue, my son. Fantastic. Scottie, you were on the radio when I was a wee boy and you're still here. We are, Al. Which city's older, York or Edinburgh? That's very, very interesting there. York, Abor. So the Romans were in York. I don't think the Romans made it to Edinburgh. They built Hadrian's Wall supposedly to keep the Scots out. But I think York would beat it because York is Abor. Yes, so you had Londinium and then the road to Abor. Yes, have you got me there? And Edinburgh would be Dunedin. So I don't know if they got into Dunedin. Dinky do it, Scottie McClure, says Estevan. Good call, says Carbolic. No problem. Scottie bumped into the Lord. Oh, God, right. Scottie, Mum used to love listening to your shows when she was living. Can you say R.I.P. Betty? I can to you, Moroccan Maradona. What football team do you support? Well, we like the Greenock Morton, Mom the Ton. There we are. Are you from Ireland? Yes or no? Well, yes, Danny, in that we're all from Ireland when we came from the African Rift Valley. Here's Bill in British Columbia. Scottie listening from Vancouver. Fantastic. Scottie, I'd get my mates in Hastings, East Sussex, to tune into your show, as you're absolutely dinky do. David from Lochgelly, what a wonderful thing to say. Welcome, welcome to Glasgow Essentials. Bill, I'm going to give you a love of your comment. There it goes. Fantastic. Okay, son, says Scott. We're okay, Scott. I saw, says Derek Dinky Doo. Which wee dram would you recommend? Well, I don't do the drams now, you see. That's the whole thing. So I couldn't tell you. Scottie McClue says Dean. Dinky Doo, Dean. Derek Dinky Doo. He stayed in Leith. He stayed in Leith. I was with my boyfriend. Scottie had a nice car and told my boyfriend. So there you are. The Templar Order's on board as well. For that we are grateful, collective boss. Thank you to the Knights Templar. Scottie, have you been watching the games? Well, we did that. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Dean, I might be able to play it for you. On my 4-note, Honor, Little Lady. Are you ready? Is that okay? Oh, Susanna, what about that, my loves? Scottie, who do you think's the most influential person in your career? The most influential person in my career? Terry Wogan, John Myers, who else have we got? Oh, a lot of big people have been very, very kind to me. Sir William Brown at Scottish Television, James Gordon, Lord Gordon, Jimmy Gordon at Radio Clyde, all the wonderful bosses, the managing director, Mike Henfield of Red Rose Radio, Tom Hunter of Scott FM and Red Rose Radio. Oh, so many wonderful people, big players, and also you guys have been so influential in my career. The people. Time to get back to the original job, says Connected Boss. What was it? Oh, back to the phone-ins on the radio. Well, I'm on the radio tomorrow at lunchtime on South Yorkshire Essentials. Download the app and get listening. I say to you, guys, if you're watching right now on Glasgow Essentials Facebook, make sure you share and share and share. Here's Caroline. Dinky do, my old friend McClure, I've been asked to ask you to give a shout out to the boys of the Big Hoose and the surrounding wee windies. They're all listening to you, and the boys are all loving hold on, loving the show. Best night of the week for them. Keep it up, Scottie. Isn't that beautiful? The boys on the Big Hoose, I want you lot sorted out of there, back doing wonderful work, good work, dropping the bad stuff right away. That's what we need. Stop playing into the hands of the leaders. Stop being a naughty person and become a good person. David says, Scottie, can you please give my sweetheart Diane a big dinky do? Of course I can. Guys on Glasgow Essential, share. Guys on TikTok, get sharing. Now, who have we got here? Hello. Hello, says Ian73. Yes, they would read it, Scottie. Who else have we got? I would read it cover to cover. My autobiography, Scottie McClure. What do you think of Margaret Thatcher? I think she was an outstanding politician, but she did tremendous damage to this country and tremendous damage to Scotland. When she came into power, we had a steel industry, we had a car industry, we were great shipbuilders, we were big on electronics, we were big on our army, our navy, our air force. We were big on, what else were we big on, guys, before Thatcher came around? Mining! Huge in mining and steelworks. All these fantastic industries, railways, and she clobbered the lot. You have such knowledge, you should write a biography. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Scottie McClure and Hallam FM. Those were the days, Scottie. Glenn. Those were the days, my friend. Hello, McClure. Would you fancy a couple of shifts as a tour guide? You would smash it with our international visitors, and you could bring your box on the coach with you. Gordon, what a lovely, lovely thing to say. I would love to do your tour guiding on your coaches. And the coaches got a gardener in them. So there we are. Now, Billy Joe, I think we'll dump you. Do we dump Billy Joe completely? Yeah, I think so. Guys, Billy Joe's gone for just being silly and a little bit offensive, I think, actually, wouldn't you agree? Host the Scottie McClure chats about Scottish heritage, yes. Do you think Westminster is the problem? Yes, they are, because they're taking every penny we make. What about our animal farm? So there you go, says River. He needs to put... What's that one? Hang on. Hold on, guys. I'm just sorting somebody out here. And there we are. There's always an idiot, isn't there, the half-wit? Right, not a problem. Gone. Now, who else have we got here? Brazil. Is that why there's a Dunedin in New Zealand? Is that named after Edinburgh? Yes, absolutely. There we go. Who else have we got? Have you been to the Shetlands? No. That's a luxury I've been denied up until now. I would love to go to the Shetlands. It would be amazing. The Roman Wall in Bearsden, yes, the Antonine Wall. You want to see around that, you ask for Antonine, and he'll show you around. Great character. And as the lovely Francia Josie used to say, they got stopped dead in their tracks, the Romans, at Bear's Den. They could not get into Bear's Den. Why was that? Why was that, Josie? Because they hadn't been invited. Trump is our president, says Kim Da. I thought true descendants. I don't know what riv is that. Hi, Scottie, how are you? Well done. Bagpipes, flutes, violins. Good lung power, sir. Thank you, Carbolic. Can you speak on the protection of women? Yes, all women should be protected. I remember John Myers. He's passed away. Yes, he has, sadly. A very young man. He was just 60. Can you speak on the protection? We can indeed. Now, who else have we got here? Hello, hello from Scotland. Scottie McClue's had a whiskey or two, long time ago. I want them to open up the oil, but we could do like Norway this time. Hello, middle of the US here. Scottie, you should run for PM, says Mark. I host interviews, Scottie, the radio legend, Scottie McClue. I tell you, low. Now, here we got, I'm going to something on holiday. Let me see. What's the best things to do? Don't know about that one. LOL, says Express. Is that not beautiful? Guys, we're getting all you wonderful people on TikTok, and we're getting you all on Glasgow Essentials. So there we are. If you've just joined us, a very warm welcome. Congratulations on your new radio show, says Count Murkylago. Count Murkylago, it is brilliant. Going out across Yorkshire on a Sunday afternoon. There we are. I'm going to air. Air. When you said Ari, I didn't know what you meant, but air. Yes, that's better. A wee spelling problem, I can tell you. There we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Life's not so good, but we have to keep fighting, Count Murkylago. We certainly have to. Yes, that's what my mantra is, that you never, ever, ever give up. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, Dinky Doo, can you give me a thumbs up? Bottom left, I think it is, a thumbs up. So there you have it. LOL, says Express Turtle. Now, we haven't heard from Dinky Doo Scottie, Dinky Doo Count Murkylago. I know you will be doing your best. Scottie, welcome. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Guys, if you haven't heard already, go to your app store and download Sheffield Essentials Radio. It's a purple app, and then you can tap it and you'll get the music, the best music in the country. You'll be just amazed. Dinky Doo, I can tell you. Steve Allen stepped down from LBC Radio in February 23 after 44 years. You should podcast together. What's the difference between like a podcast and what we're doing now, I wonder? Loving the Scottie, says Mark. Dinky Doo. Dinky Doo, I tell you. Evening, Scottie, says Craig. Good to have you with us, Craig. Davey's giving us a big thumbs up. Scottie, I've been in Shetland a few times. It's a brilliant island and you'll be made very welcome. Dinky Doo. Well, of course, my father used to play the violin, the fiddle, and you will see him on the Facebook page at Glasgow Essentials, guys, and you'll see my father just above my picture there. I think you can probably see it as well if I do that on the TikTok. Can you see my father there, guys, playing the fiddle? And of course, you've got great fiddles, the Shetland fiddlers, and you've got the wonderful Ali Bain. What are we talking about tonight? Any subjects in mind? Craig, we've been talking about lots of different things tonight. Favourite lager? Well, I don't do any alcohol these days. I chucked it about 10 or 12 years ago, just because I wanted to be able to drive at any time of the night or day. So download the app, and then Sunday lunchtime across the country, not just in Yorkshire, everyone else is now saying, we don't like the radio station, but we just listen to it, the radio station that we listen to, so we're changing to Sheffield Essentials, South Yorkshire Essentials. So there we go. Podcasts are more commercial and are tied to brands. So would I have to get a sponsor for a podcast? And then what sort of stuff would you like to hear me podcast about? Because I can podcast on anything. I've spent my life mind and have a wee pudding for your dindins. Craig, I like a steamed pudding and custard. We love that. I can't tell you. Davy, thanks for your thumbs up. Now, what else have we got here? Hang on. Ooh-wee. We haven't heard tonight from... hang on a minute. We haven't heard tonight from our tops. Hey, man. There we are. Kerry Muir, more importantly, in my opinion, this is on top of James M. Barrie, the man that wrote Peter Pan. Kerry Muir, more importantly, in my opinion, brackets, close brackets, also home to the world's best gingerbread manufacturer. Now, I like nothing more than a Kerry Muir iced gingerbread. Now, tell me this. Do you think ice cream or custard or fresh cream would go with a Kerry Muir iced gingerbread? That's the question I am asking. So there we go. What else is happening here? If you're watching on the YouTube channel, guys, down to the bottom left and a thumbs up. And we never ask for anything, but if anybody's feeling flush, I believe you can tap the dollar sign and send us a pound or a dollar or whatever. And on the old TikTok, I believe you can go up and send me a red rose up at the little go there. Can you see that there? A little go there. You can do that, and that would be just amazing. There we are. Congratulations. Wonderful stuff. We like that. Congratulations to you. I can tell you. Who else have we got? I mean, who, guys, do you know that broadcasts? From one veteran to another. The dinky there's Stuart. Thank you very much, Stuart, sending pints of lager. Welcome, guys. If you're watching on Glasgow Essentials, a big dinky do to you. I'm just wondering if I can share this. I'm having a look at it. I don't want to sort of do that in case I lose everybody and cut them all off